2 days ago, I was reached out to, actually, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 days. Everything's kind of a blur at this point. I was reached out to someone about a, are you familiar with the ADMC by chance?
Yeah, that's one of the Milton's mods or whatever, wrapped up with Kawasaki Ninja talking about they need everything under the sun.
Well, they're wrapped up in like 3 murders right now. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but the case has been pulled from the docket.
What?
The case
Wait,
has
which
been,
one?
The one involving Chastity the Chastity Marie Sanders murder. So get this, I mean, this is probably the biggest, God damn it. Okay, let me start with the small shit first. We have officers that don't know how to issue correct charges. We're currently working. It's actually somebody you're working with. Hannah, you're going to need to talk to Chastity. Chastity basically tried to charge...
Who's Chastity?
Or no, excuse me, not Chastity, Pierce. Pierce tried to charge somebody with accomplice to harassment, which was a doctor.
Wait.
When was this case
harassment
posted on the docket, sir? Because yesterday was
not harassment, accomplice to harassment.
How do you accomplish harassment? It's like a.
Oh, yes, I know. That's yes. I mean, the only way it would be is if, let's say, Nino and I were here berating you, and I was like, "Yeah, maybe tell him."
Well, I don't have thin skin, so I would just say shit
right,
to you
but
back,
I don't know
what
how you could even be an accomplice unless I'm basically trying to convince Nino to. I don't know. I don't know.
Harassment, not accomplice, like because they'd this be a harasser as well. You know.
No,
what I
they
mean?
were just. But the thing is they were just in the vicinity, and because they were in the vicinity, they're getting charged with accomplice. So that's
don't worry, I'm gonna mold Pierce. Don't worry. I mean, the other day she was telling me that Brecca's case, she didn't think it was a murder case, and I didn't want to tell her in front of the chief that, hey, that's not for us to decide. We got to gather the evidence and present the case in court, and then it's for the court to decide if that's murder or not.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's another thing. Also, so this kind of goes on to say we have the ADMC case, which we have talked to Norman Adams. We're going to get it pulled from the docket. The lead investigator on it is somebody named Dominic Rhods. So Dominic Rhods essentially was, and this is the issue. So this is kind of what the standard has been looking like for PD.
Dominic Rhods?
Yeah, he's suspended.
Holy shit.
He's suspended.
I fucking knew it.
Knew what?
You know who Rhodes is? The other Rhodes?
Is my face any better now?
No. Need a mask. Now you're good, sir.
You're not. You know about the other Rhodes, right? Matt Rhodes?
I know about Matt Rhodes, yeah. Well, I know Matt. I don't know about.
He's married to Doc, Richard Doc.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Unless they got a divorce.
Wait, they got a divorce?
Well, unless they did, which not that I'm aware of, but
okay, yeah.
Rhodes always seemed like a cheater, and they used to be a sheriff back in the day. I think that's their fucking illegitimate kid. Guy named Dominic Rhods. Him and Rhodes used to hang out sometimes up on the mountains. Is this a cadet?
No, he's a full-blown officer and he's in P&T.
Wait, so the guy's in charge of the hiring of the
No, he's not in charge of hiring. He does help with the training. But, right, so keep that in the back of your mind. He helps with training, right? So there is a case that comes up for somebody named Chastity Marie Sanders. And I'm going to be skipping a lot of details because there was fucking 8 hours of meetings yesterday.
Did he say PNT?
And I'm going to try to condense it down, and some of the information might get fucked up. Dominic Rhods was friends with a woman named Chastity Marie Sanders. Chastity Marie Sanders was allegedly murdered by the ADMC.
Is the
That be-
dispatch?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
Chastity
read
died.
through those case files. I don't think it's alleged. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, just for well, nobody's here. I could say, yeah. So ADMC murdered Chastity Marie Sanders.
Wait, this is
Now,
the Chastity
he
that
takes
died.
this personally and decides to take the entirety of the case upon himself. Which I think if he approached it in a professional manner, he might have been able to conduct it. But it gets fucking crazy. It gets to the point where he's going around, he's interviewing people, he's creating private reports so that we don't have access to on witness statements. He's editing witness statements. He's only putting specific statements that kind of helps in investigation
So-
into the reports.
Ah!
So he's
well,
actually evidence. All right, so that's actual corruption.
No,
I'm
it
gonna be honest.
gets better. He then goes on to harass the ADMC via social media. He tries to offer himself up as bait to cause a shootout to be able to apprehend them.
What?
He pulls them into interrogation. Oh, this is and this is right now. So the thing is, right, this is not just one. I mean, this is one instance, but it seems like we have fucking clear-cut SOPs, and I don't know if, and obviously the SOPs are guidelines, but a lot of it is like things we have to conduct. So he pulls people into interrogation, and from what I understand, I just got all the interrogation tapes this morning. I have to listen to every single fucking one. He ends up antagonizing the people in interrogation, which is fine, but command signs.
Give me the tapes. I'll get them all transcribed for you.
We could do that together. I need. Actually, I don't know if I can.
Oh no, I got a guy. I just give him all the tapes. He transcribes everything.
I mean, this is sensitive information. The marshals are breathing down our. But listen, I got the mayor breathing down my neck. The marshals are up my fucking ass right now. Okay, so that being said, he then pulls them into the cells. There's basically selfies taken with all of them, kind of gloating
That
over
fucking
their
line,
arrest.
dude.
It's posted to social media. Oh fuck, what am I leaving out? Oh, he then raids properties, never provides anybody a copy of a search warrant, let alone the fucking the raid receipt.
What the fuck did this guy? This guy went completely rogue.
But hold on, no, he just. So here's what it comes down to, right? He believed that he was acting in good faith because of his previous training.
He's acting in malice. It's not.
But
good faith at all.
What?
No, well, look, yes, Hannah, I know that. You know that. He doesn't understand that as a police officer, we have to conduct ourselves according to the law and in a professional manner because he has never been trained to do so. Here's the other issue. Before I even got hired, right? Everything's kind of coming together now. Before I got hired as chief of police, I overheard Albert King with what's his name? Larry Johnson, and they're talking about a search warrant and how like this guy can't get any help on a case and he's never like it's his very first search warrant. I was like, hey, you know, I have a ton of experience with DPD, Dallas Police Department, where I did this stuff and I can help you with whatever you need. So he sends me a copy of it in the search warrant, which was signed off by command. The only thing there was nothing there that basically was like, hey, based on our investigations, we need to go through this property to be able to see if you know what I mean with the fucking search warrant. It's like you can't just fucking list charges down and be like, hey, they are looking at murder, they are looking at this, they're looking at drug trafficking. It's like, okay, based on everything we have in investigation, what leads you to believe that there is more evidence inside of this guy's property? None of that. There's no reasoning behind it. So I have.
So
to
he just says that you know,
Basically,
we
like,
believe he's doing all this, but he doesn't substantiate it.
It's basically, we believe he's doing all this. Here's all the charges.
Wait, but what judge signed on it?
No judge signed on it. Command signed off on it to be sent to a judge.
What command?
Oh.
Which leads me to believe right now that we have a deeper issue in our, like, how far does this go? How many officers? Thanks, Ruby. Thanks, Barrick. And get this. I was talking to one of my informants that told me the whole thing about Ruby not knowing the difference between PC and RS. Do you know about that whole situation?
Yeah, I've seen her in court.
So it's like, if that's the fucking leadership we had, I don't. There's this crazy domino effect, and I don't think anybody can see how big the fucking dominoes are.
Well, I told you about Sergeant Bayweather signing off for that warrant on that Jaden Cookie guy when the fucking information was literally right in the guy's profile. I found it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, she's actually put in for a transfer.
What?
All right, I'll take a job. All right, you sold me. I'll take a job. Don't worry about it. I got your back, ass chief.
I listen, Vic. If I could, I would promote you to LT and fucking get these motherfuckers into shape. But it's not up to me right now.
You let me know how many more cops you want me to fly in.
Don't worry, I've been flying in some cops. I got this.
All right, you sure?
I got the Scottish
flown in
guy.
by the both of you.
That's true. I got handed to fly in.
That's crazy. Soze flew me in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then you flew me in. You know.
Yep.
It's like a giant.
Yeah.
Fuck fest of flying each other in because everything's so ass backward.
It seems like everybody's got ping rot. They don't know how to handle anything real.
It's
they
not
only know how to go to calls.
No. It's not even that it's ping rot, Hannah, right? Because a lot of these cops
it's so funny, dude.
don't have any fucking experience and they've never been trained properly to do police work.
Yeah, people on Reddit were saying Nino got flown in by Soze
Does that make sense?
back during the whole arc.
They don't even know how
Nino
they don't
just
know
happens
how
to be
conduct
here,
the most
even though it was
basic
on the
police work
server
because they haven't
doing
been
law
fucking
stuff for
trained.
2 weeks prior.
I found out they were doing 40-person academies, just fucking speed running motherfuckers through this shit. 40 people.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of people. I mean, I don't see none of them around.
yeah, you know, it's funny. You guys are coming to the same conclusion I did at the start of my campaign. It's I spent genuinely 60 hours pre and 60 hours post campaign speaking to individual officers, and those are the conclusions I came to. It's like, how do you keep training people? They don't show up and they don't know basic shit. Like, it's not even interesting as a fucking lawyer when they're failing at doing their basic due diligence. I mean, who's the command that signed off on this? Did you say?
I gotta on the warrant for I don't know yet. I don't know. Like, I was in meeting. The marshals were literally in here I was in like, I swear to God, I was at home. I was at home. You know, it was like 20 hours on duty. I literally did 20 hours on duty. I tried to be present in every fucking shift. I was like, all right, I still need to come on duty the next day. Just to have presence. I did 3.5 hours on duty, and then I was like, I got a pregnant wife at home. I got the mayor breathing down my neck, the marshals up my ass. I just need to sit down, take care of my pregnant wife, and while we're trying to watch the latest episode of Love Affairs in the Islands. Okay, that's her favorite show, Love Affairs in the Islands. No idea why, but Love Affairs in the Islands. I get an email. Peters, I need your ass on duty right now, which then leads, I get bum rushed by the fucking marshals and go into a 4-hour meeting over this. And I say, listen, I just up and left my wife. I got to go give her a kiss. I was like, I'll be back in an hour. Drive back to the apartments, take care of her, get her tucked in. She passes out. I come on duty for another 5 hours last night. And the entirety of the 5 hours was dealing with this shit yesterday.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So we're basically, I just got copy of the transcripts. Oh yeah, that's the fucking, it gets even, yeah. The other thing is with this
Florida is
situation
saying that
is
2
he
years.
didn't know all the private reports. Like he also, the chief said, we need access to those private reports. He said, no.
What?
What?
Wait,
He
What
said,
do you mean he said no?
He said, no, they're private reports. And we say, you understand what this means, right? Like this could be possible witness tampering if we don't know. At the very
Oh
least,
my god!
at the very least, in this situation, it is felony obstruction of justice. All of this, we start going over all the paperwork. ADMC, we get a 911. Dominic Rhods has been kidnapped by ADMC. I think he's gonna die. So I hop in Air One. We're able to get him back. We said, like, after going over this, we realized we thought he was like a bad faith actor. I can't even call him a bad faith actor because I don't believe that he believes that he was operating in bad faith. You know what I mean? That's how fucking,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's even delusion, right? Because
Yeah.
you have to be fucking educated for delusion. So I end up fucking going out, and then Moss and I are talking about it, and the more she talks, the more we realize he just doesn't fucking know. So he gets medical, and he starts, I guess he goes out on his own, and some cop is like, yeah, he left, he went towards the Maze Bank Arena. I end up hopping in my fucking car. We end up going and tracking him down. He ends up being at the Maze Bank Arena. We talk to him. Come to find out that he has received zero training. There's zero oversight on the case, all this shit. And this seems to be the norm in the police department right now.
Yes.
So now high command is basically stepping in, and any fucking investigation there is has to go directly through myself or the chief.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I always will bring my stuff to you. That's really not that big of an obstacle.
I'm not
deal
worried
at all.
about you because you haven't an understand. Where did you work before, Hannah?
Broca Police Department. I was the sergeant in second command of a detective unit.
Yeah, I believe you when you say that, but I had somebody tell me they worked at Homeland Security the other day and wouldn't use their fucking gun.
What?
Hey, some type of pat hippie?
Well, I mean, that kind of checks out, though, right?
Well, the TSA is fucking useless, and I'm fucking whatever. Even though I know that's not Homeland Security, but I fucking hate the TSA.
Wow. I feel like that. Do you know what happens when you realize you're about to, like, you ever heard stories about people working at companies? New management comes in, and they start asking around. They bring you into a room. You're across the person's across the desk. They got their red stapler in hand. Exactly. That's what happened with Blaine. I think all these motherfuckers went up there because they realized that new bloods come in and they're going to find out all the shit show that exists. They want nothing to do with it. They need to get out before they get caught out.
Well, what happens if we catch them? They move up to Blaine County. Is Blaine County giving these guys, like, what are these guys, like, refugees? Are these,
No,
like,
no,
police officers, refugees going up to Blaine County?
You are giving you are literally giving these people too much credit, Nino.
I don't think so. I think
the only person that went to Blaine County that I think is useful is Nakota.
He transferred?
Yeah, he fucking sold his soul to the devil.
Well, from what I heard, he didn't speak to anybody. Well, I'll tell you why. He's part of the family.
What do you mean the family?
Look, it goes deep. All right, my niece.
Ah! How much food did you get? I'm about to get Nino.
I got some. Hold on.
Okay.
I made sure to get enough combos. Don't you worry,
There you
sir.
go.
Thank you.
My niece, Eve Summers. She's been seeing Nakota, who is the son of Vivian Gray. So the moment I decided against her, things got very heated. So I think that's a big part of why that transfer likely happened.
I mean, Dakota seemed like he had a decent head on his shoulders, but he seemed like kind of like so I actually had an issue with Nakota. It'll take me 30 seconds to explain it to you. I needed to get the phone logs of a dead person. And I just put in the search warrant, they're dead, they have no rights, give me the call log. And he's like, hey, you still need to put your PC in there. I'm like, yeah, my PC's there dead. It was kind of funny. But, you know, I ended up changing it for him because I respect the chain of command.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I don't think I'm putting Nakota aside, Peters. I think it makes a lot of sense for like escaping responsibility. I mean, who trained these individuals? The people that left. What, you think the people that are here trained them? They're not here no more.
True.
I mean, they were just padding numbers. Now, I don't blame it all on them. The previous administration was forcing them to hire nonstop. I mean, like non-fucking stop. But like, you hire anybody, it doesn't matter if it's the PD or whatever the fuck it is. If they don't give them proper training, they're gonna fail.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, this is the exact situation we're running into right now.
We had detectives. I want to make this. I don't know if you know this, Hannah.
We didn't have detectives.
CID.
We had people that wore vests with detective on it.
Correct. The previous captain, Slacks, got demoted. Became the head of CID. This guy didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Then he hired a bunch of fucking people that didn't know what the fuck they were doing, to the extent that they were losing court cases saying they don't know why they arrested someone. These are the same individuals that fucking went and searched Tilly's phone and then didn't tell her about it and thought it was okay, right? So imagine you're in an office for so long and you're seeing this day in, day out. Detectives doing all kinds of cowboy shit, right? Cops doing all kinds of cowboy shit. You start to think it's normal and the rules don't apply to you, right? That's what it is.
You know, Slacks. Fucking, did you hear? You ever hear about that big fucking coyote? Actually, did you talk to him, Hannah? When he was a cadet
for an instant, but I didn't hear anything.
So Slacks put Coyote, who was literally a week out of a week out of academy on the biggest case we had at the time.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you know about this? I don't know all the details, but what the fuck are you doing handing it over to a cadet without oversight? I mean, I think Coyote did the best fucking job he could, but ultimately the responsibility falls on us if he's not fucking receiving the training to be able to do it. And then, I mean, I guess he fucking put it up like a day late for as far as the statute of limitations.
Well, what I plan on doing for the Hannah squad is I'm not going to be involved in everything, but I am going to oversee the stuff and then bring everything to you and then give them and then help them stay on the straight and narrow path. Like, my goal is to, all right, so here's the issue with a lot of people when they do this work. They don't realize when they're doing something that ain't going to bear them fruit or doesn't have that high of a percentage of a chance for them to bear the fruit that they need for their case. So my goal is to direct people, to push people in the direction that they need to go in order to either A, get results, or B, get information that'll help the case. Hannah squad.
Look, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I gotta sit down. But I think I'm gonna sit down with command. I'm gonna pull every command member in today and have them write me a mock warrant.
That's not a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah, you know what I had to deal with 2 days ago? I had Tilly write up a. This will make maybe a little bit more sense too as to why you're seeing this. I had Tilly write a piece of legislation. I'm like, oh, let's get her to do one. She writes up one for pets. I'm like, probably the easiest legislation. I then hear from her that I need to be considerate because we can't just let the pets die. These pets need to be immortal. Because if the pets
die, man.
Well, they can't because it may upset some of the owners.
Wait.
Jesus Christ, we gotta start scanning people for goddamn. We gotta start vetting people.
Yeah.
The pets are not going to be immortal. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think I'm going to do it anyways.
Yes, I think, and also we need to have.
I want them to be fire, water, wind. I want people to be able to like teach them how to sit, how to bark, how to attack.
You have to feed them or they die.
Yes. Yeah, no, 100%. And you got to bring them to the vet. Otherwise, they get sick and they could die. Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're involved in a dogfight, which is highly illegal, and I don't condone,
it's
they
not.
also die.
Well, what makes it illegal? There's going to be the battle. What is it? I'm passing legislation this week for the octagon for people to freely be able to beat the shit out of each other.
We can put dogs in there.
We're gonna put dogs in there.
I'll bet on that.
Listen, my dog died 3 days ago, and I think that's a great idea. So if people get offended by that, fuck them.
Oh yeah, nothing makes me more sad than losing an animal. And you know, I love dogs, but you know something? I also love entertainment.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh my God. Imagine putting bets down and shit. Like, you know, we got the level 5 like fire hound versus like the level 12 like ice cat. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm putting all my money on that ice cat. Oh no, I'm putting all my money on the
Yep.
fire hound.
I'm putting yeah, fire hand. Of course. I mean, if it was a water cat, maybe something would be different. But an ice cat, hell no, that thing's just gonna melt.
Well, so the best thing to go against ice, I think, is either earth or electric type.
Oh shit. Well, shit. It looks like you guys got a lot on your plate. This is fucking.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like that's just an example, but I mean, it's crazy. I got all the fucking.
Hey, thank you for the 22
I haven't even
months.
started to listen to the tapes yet, but I just got all those. I rolled out of bed. I checked my emails. First thing I got was I have all the tapes from the interrogation, so I have to listen to all of that, and then I'll go through. Fuck, what else do I have to do? Yeah.
There's I forgot to mention, this might be relevant. Chastity, the day Chastity died is the same day that Achi died. So Achi was a part of my campaign team, and he started doing some dumb shit like robbing banks and shit, and then would slyly try to tell me about it. And obviously, I don't want any of that shit anywhere near my campaign because we're trying to do good by the people.
Yeah.
So he keeps doing dumb shit. So I fucking yell at him, right? And I suspend him for 24 hours right then and there, right? And he gets on a whole emo walk, and next thing you know, he's jumped in front of a car. Now he's dead.
Jesus. Well, I have bad news about the Chastity Marie Sanders case. Yesterday was the 30th day. It's outside a statute as of
Okay,
today.
so we got an update on that as well. We talked to Norman Adams. I believe they were caught like on the 29th day. They were put on a hag, and then because they were apprehended. I do need clarification on this because they were apprehended before the 30th day, and then all the paperwork was done prior to the 72 hours that is required for the hag charge. It could have gone into like it's a loophole, you know what I mean? Say you catch them on the fucking 29th day with 23 hours and 57 minutes, so you literally have 3 minutes, right? They're sent up because of the legislation on the hag charges. You then have additional time to be able to get those to the docket.
Wait, you have criminals in your armory right now, according to photos on Twitter. Looks like Connor, Pip, 2 other people.
Do you have keys here, Mayor?
Yep. I'll stay here though, just in case.
Okay. Yep.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll take a look.
Yeah. Okay, I just yelled at this Blaine County guy.
This is Big Kingdom about to start beating the shit out of the felony trespassers. We got 2 of them, 1 female, 1 male.
Beat his ass, Hannah!
I'm trying to figure out how to get out, Hannah.
Stop running.
I'm trying to figure out how to get the fuck out.
Stop
Open the
running,
damn door.
Ma'am!
Oh
Hey,
my
get
God. Run.
Listen, come peacefully.
I'm trying to get out.
Oh shit!
You saw him, he was coming right at me.
Jesus Christ!
All right, perfect. Get these sons of bitches out of here.
I
Did you
just
find a
want
woman?
to get out of here. I
She's
just
running
want to get
upstairs.
out of here.
Alright, Mom, you're gonna need a hold still.
Oh
Hey,
my
beat the shit
God.
out of that
Out of
woman.
here.
Beat the
What-
shit
Yep,
out
we're
of
gonna.
Why?
Yep. Just comply so we can get you out of the building.
Yeah.
All right, don't resist.
Good. Need medical for that dog.
I bet this BCSO fat oak kept the door open, didn't he?
What the fuck is Pip doing in here?
Don't worry, I got him. Pius, is that you?
Yeah, morning.
They
What the hell's
stormed
going on?
past a dispatcher.
Damn, I
who
like
opened
the
the
hair.
exterior door.
Yeah, thanks. Pip, what on God's green earth do you think you're doing?
I think you knocked
Alright.
my eyeball out my socket, man.
You wanted to go run that past me one more time?
Oh.
Listen, I can't.
Jesus Christ!